because the way you bully your little girl seems like you hate her.
Will you give me any clothes? Because Daddy won't.
Why are you talking to your kids like that? You ain't heard nothing yet, baby. Ungrateful ass motherfucking kids.
Sometimes they say that a girl's first bully is her mother. We are talking about Megan Gower today. She has been all over TikTok with her bad parenting on live. And I just wanted to give a big trigger warning because watching this was triggering for me. I saw myself in that little girl and her mom treating her that way. I'm not saying my mom did that, but I was talked to like that as a child. It is a lot harder to watch as the live goes on with Megan Gower's live stream. I just wanted to throw that out there. People who are mothers, parents, and people who are not mothers and parents have all said that this is a hard watch. So throughout the video today, you'll see little snippets of Megan Gower's live stream and why everyone is calling her the worst mom on TikTok. Probably one of the worst moms ever. So if you're coming back or if you're new here, I am Selena. Welcome to my channel. We learn, we laugh, we share space together on this channel. Hopefully it's not too heavy, but I do want this video to be a learning opportunity. I'm not a parent, so if you are a parent and you have some insight in what we talk about today, I'd love to hear what you have to say. On my last video, y'all were very engaging in the comment section, and I really enjoyed hearing other people's perspectives, what they would do in a certain situation. I think it's just really great to learn from each other on this platform. Keep that in mind. Feel free to comment during this video, after this video, if you have an opinion, whether you're a parent or not, but especially if you do have some good insight, I'd love to hear what you have to say. Now, if you have not heard about Megan Gower, I had no idea who she was before her live stream went viral, where she is ABUSING, her daughter, on live stream. She was a lifestyle content creator on TikTok. Her TikTok has been deleted, and then she created 2 new ones, so I'm not sure how many followers she had before, but she did have a platform. She did more lifestyle content, a little bit more on who she is. She is 27 years old. She's a stay-at-home mom. She is married to a guy named Jesse Gower. I do not know how many kids they have total together, but she is a stepmom to at least one of his kids, so keep that in mind. The girl you'll see in the live stream today is their shared daughter, child that they had together. She also has a son that you will see in the live stream. I believe that is another child that they've had together. It does give context on how she's treating people differently. Megan Gower is getting a lot of hate because she went on live. She really yells at her daughter for no reason. She cusses her daughter out. She threatens her daughter physically, moves her daughter around.
Can you open this?
What is this? Absolutely not right now.
It's right.
What the fuck is it? It's the girl. This is bracelets. We don't have the time for that. We can do it tonight.
Can you just open it?
No, because you can have that shit everywhere.
No, I won't. Open it. Give me it.
I'm not opening
Open
it. I'm not opening
Then
it.
I'll open it.
Go ahead, try.
I can't.
Period. Get out of my room with it.
Riley, not right now, baby.
No, it's exciting,
I'm
baby.
opening it.
I done told her no.
Look, we're going to.
Riley, you're making.
Don't start, Riley.
Girl, I will smack this motherfucker upside your
Give
head.
me my light.
We're
I'll take
going
it
to
back.
Monster Jam.
Give me it. Give me it. Give me it. Give me it.
Get out.
Give me it. Fine. Give me it. Give me it.
Get out of my room.
Give me it.
Touch me again.
Mommy, touch me again.
Get out of my damn room.
Look at that guy.
Yeah. I'm so glad you're so nice and like your motherfucking sister.
My always being
Mom is like you
you
kids.
know it's being mean to me.
Oh, how's this being mean to you? None of your damn business. That's what pissed me off. I'm so excited to see them and they just ruin it.
You're the one who ruined it.
Get the hell out of my room!
Get out of my
And you're not going no fucking where.
Is
Get
it
out.
you?
Who said? Who said?
room.
Who? Because I'll drop your motherfucking ass off.
I told you what going.
You won't go nowhere.
Mommy. Mommy.
Huh.
Mommy.
What?
Why I got you new jammers?
I got you new pajamas? Yes, I
Are you
did.
big for me?
They are a little bit, but it's okay. 0 to 100.
But Tina got
She's
me.
bipolar.
But Tina got me some blue jammers.
I got you some blue pajamas. Yeah.
And they're too small.
They're too small for you? Ungrateful ass motherfucking kids.
In this live stream, they are getting ready to go to what is called a monster jam. I had to look that up, like, what's a monster jam? Like, that could be in anything. Is that for little kids? Is it like Monsters Inc. themed? It's a monster truck type event. So they were getting ready to do that, right? So you see this little girl, she goes up to her mom's and her mom is sitting down on live stream. I don't know if anyone else is talking about this, but part of it seems performative. I 100% believe that the ABUSC is not performative at home, but when her daughter comes up to her, you can see Megan go, ah. And then she's like, what, to her daughter?
Can you open this?
What is this? Absolutely not right now.
You can see that throughout her live stream. She is like performing for the camera, and then anytime her daughter comes into view or tries to talk to her, Megan just gets so upset and annoyed, and she says that she's pissed off. And really all the daughter wanted the mom to do was open her bracelet kit. Megan is like, no, it's gonna take too long, we don't have time for all that. Here is when her husband Jesse comes in and he's like agreeing with Megan, and why are you crying?
Don't start, right?
Girl, I will smack this motherfucker upside your head. This is chaos already. They're gonna piss me off.
With that said, a lot of people are saying that the husband needs to be held accountable as well, and I totally agree with that, because he just sat there and listened to his wife speak to his daughter that way. Like, what would you do as a parent? I would not want my husband to treat my child that way, or a child that way. So the husband, I feel like he's fully aware with what's going on. People are kind of brushing that over. Oh, my lighting. Okay, sorry about that lighting change. Anyways, the husband should be held accountable too. I feel like Megan is getting a lot of the backlash, and I think it's deserved. You know how sometimes there's an obvious answer of right versus wrong, but there's always someone who backs up the wrong side? I do not feel like anyone supported Megan Gower after seeing her behavior and how she acted towards her daughter on live stream. I have only seen one comment, and it's from the same person, and she's on Megan's side, but besides that, every single video is really just trying to protect Megan Gower's daughter. What I thought was very disturbing is, number one, the tone.
Come here.
Will you give me any clothes?
Can you get over here so I can do something in your hair, please?
Because Daddy won't.
Be still!
Why does it look like that?
That's what it looks like.
You're gonna have more hair
Be
than
still.
you.
Put your brother's fucking toothbrush up. If you run by and slap me one more time, I'm literally gonna sit you in the head.
No!
Pick your head! Get
Ow!
Get off the sink! Oh my god! You're not
Stop
going.
pulling me.
I will yank you bald headed.
I just shave her anyway.
I'm about to. She ain't
No,
gonna have no
she
fucking hair.
won't.
Turn your head!
Okay, she's lying.
I feel like you can say specific words, but how you deliver what you're trying to say, it's really important to think about the tone, because yes, she was cursing. And what do you think about cursing in front of a child? I feel like she shouldn't have cursed in front of her child, especially because she's younger. I think at a certain point in age, it's kind of just like whatever, in my opinion. I don't know, I'm not a parent, but I don't think it was right to like cuss her daughter out. I don't know how old her daughter is. I think she's like 9, or is she younger? Either way, you can hear how young and innocent she is, that little girl. She really just wants her bracelet kit open. She's asking for help to get ready for the monster jam. And you can hear her just say like she needs help with clothes. And then Megan Gower says, I don't know, go ask your daddy. I don't want to talk to you anymore.
Mommy, I don't know what to put on.
I don't know. Take it up with your daddy.
You don't know.
Well, I don't want to talk to you right now.
And Megan is so glued to her live stream on her phone. It's really insane. It's almost like she really wants that attention. In my opinion, if you are so glued to your live stream and you can't be bothered by your family or by any other distractions, even though it's a live stream and it seems like your live stream is like you doing your hair or something, where are you trying to gain attention from and why? I feel like she was so into the live stream, and anytime her daughter wanted her or something, she got really pissed off. But what's different is the favoritism. When her son wanted to talk to Megan, and she would be like, oh baby, my baby.
Come here, let me see you. My handsome boy. You're so cute. Be still.
That favoritism between children is really going to affect them as they're adults, because you can totally see that little girl really trying to appease her mom. And it's almost like because her mom shuts that little girl down every single time, I feel like the daughter's kind of walking on eggshells. And it's just really sad because she's literally just existing. She's just being a kid, and to get yelled at, to get cussed at. I think the hair situation really got me upset too. Megan must hate that specific daughter. Like, something's not right for you to really hate her. And then also comparing her to her sister.
Get out of my damn room.
Look at that guy.
Yeah. I'm so glad you're so nice and like your motherfucking sister.
I am not sure if kids can compute the weight of curse words, but I feel like that little girl had to learn from an early age too that she is getting cussed out by her own mother. And a lot of people are saying that Megan Gower is treating her daughter like a little sister, and she absolutely is. It's like she's an older sister that hates her little sibling, and you know, she just doesn't want to be bothered. She wants to just be on her own, be on her phone. And what kind of example is that? I'm not here to say someone's a bad parent or someone shouldn't be a mom, but I mean, the proof is in the pudding. It's really hard because Megan admits that that's how she acts at home.
You're gonna get the real deal. This is how it is. On live, off live, bitch. I don't give a fuck. Ooh, you finna be bald headed. I'm finna shave your shit. You ain't gonna have no motherfucking hair to do.
She doesn't care what anyone says about her. This is how it is, on live, off live, which is very contradicting when we get to her apology video. But then she also is making fun of people commenting on her live stream when they're asking her, why do you treat your kids like that?
Why are you talking to your kids like that? You ain't heard nothing yet, baby.
People on the live stream ask Megan if that's her biological daughter. When they ask, they say, is that your bio daughter? Megan says, yeah. And then she comes back and she's like, sadly.
Is she your bio? Yeah. Sadly.
One, I wholeheartedly believe that she believes what she's saying. But two, I do believe she's adding a little oomph to be more performative for the camera too. But I do believe that she acts like that offline. If she can admit to treating her kids like that while going live, imagine how she treats them at home when they're not in front of the camera. I honestly would not be surprised if she is actually getting physical with them, because she even threatens to do that while on the live stream. And that is a form of ABUSE. Sorry, YouTube won't allow that word. She's threatening to yank her hair. She's threatening to have her go bald-headed. I think it's crazy how it just kept going. I don't know how long this live stream was, but even the little snippets, they came down to 2-3 minutes. In those 2-3 minutes, it was so intense, very rude, a lot of yelling. Even if a question is presented to her in a calm tone, can you please do this? Can you please help me get ready? And an innocent child is asking for help. She is so mean and so rude. In her apology video, she mentions how she has a lot of demons that she's had to work through, and that once she ended the live, she apologized to her daughter right away because no one should be treated like that. Take a look at this.
Come on here and take accountability for the things that I said and did yesterday on my live. Nobody deserves that, especially my children. Unfortunately, I have some very dark, deep-rooted things inside of me that I have been working to heal for the last 2-ish years, and some of those things still come out whenever I am triggered. I am not a perfect mother. I have never claimed to be. Unfortunately, I was very triggered yesterday. I was very overstimulated, and I exploded. And before you look at me and say, oh, I get overstimulated too and I don't snap out like that, okay, well, I don't know what to tell you. I'm so happy for you. I'm working towards that. This video showed you a very small snippet of my live. It didn't show you the before. It didn't show you the after, where I hung up and went and calmed the fuck down, apologized to my child, and we talked through these things. I shouldn't have had to apologize for anything because I shouldn't have done it in the first place. I am very well aware of that. My children are well loved. Anybody that knows us or knows anything about us knows that our children are loved. Unfortunately, I still have some major things that I need to work on, and I'm working towards that every single day. But I just wanted to come on here and take that accountability and kind of own my actions and acknowledge that those are not okay, and I know that that's not okay.
I do not believe her apology. I do not believe that the minute she ended the live, she was like, oh baby, I'm so sorry. Because when she ended the live, she had already told her daughter, no, I'm not gonna help you with getting ready for the Monster Jam. Which is crazy, because after she fully crimped her hair, she went to her closet, started going through stuff, and then she's like, forget it, I'm not taking you to the Monster Jam.
With you about what you're gonna wear. I'm not fighting with you about your hair no more. I'm not doing this. I'm not doing it. You will not go. You will stay here.
Yes, I want to go.
You know what? I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it.
I need clothes to put on.
I'm not fighting with you about your clothes. I'm not doing it.
Why is she screaming?
She don't want to wear nothing. I'm not fighting with her. I'm not doing
She don't
it.
want to wear nothing?
I'm not fighting with her. I'm not doing it. I'm shutting this damn door because I'm not doing it.
I just don't understand. I don't know. This is a really serious video. I feel like it's making me even more sad just breaking it down. But I also think like some people, you never know how they're acting beyond closed doors. But the fact that you're live streaming it, I feel like that takes another type of person to do that. And also too, it makes me think about how many kids are going through this and you have no idea. I mean, there's always bad stuff going on around the world, but wow. And being treated like that as a kid, that really messes you up as an adult. And I really hope that little girl gets help and I hope she feels loved. Because if her dad is letting her mom just treat her any type of way, what is that going to teach that child? I feel like it's going to teach that girl, you know, hey, if you're a mom, you can do this, you can do that, treat the boy better. If you don't sit still, I'm gonna yank your hair. That's appropriate language is what that girl is learning, which is not. And it also kind of makes it seem like the dad is just letting this happen. And I can totally see that little girl just being upset about that. Upset about why would you let her do this to me? Why didn't you intervene? Why is this appropriate? Why doesn't my brother get the same treatment? Dang, should I still complete this video? And again, a lot of the support on TikTok has been supporting that little girl.
She's bipolar.
I don't think she's bipolar. I think she learned her behavior from you. Look at how you treat her. What else do you expect? Here's another clip of how she speaks to her son versus how she speaks to her daughter.
I brought you some Bluey Jammers.
Yeah. And they took me.
They're too small for you? Damn, her hair is nappy. My handsome boy, you're so cute. I will yank you bald headed. We'll stay here, we'll go nowhere.
What am I doing?
It's all in the eyes. Blame trauma, overstimulation on your behaviors. But how do you justify treating your daughter one way and treating your son a completely different way? What we call that is a gender bias. You very clearly have some type of issue with your daughter and the way that you talk to her, self-admittedly on camera and off camera, raising your hand to her the way you did out of anger. That's not okay either. You're definitely giving Nurse Hannah vibes, and I would probably like put the phone down, stay off of lives, work on yourself and your relationship with your kids, especially your daughter, because you clearly have deep-rooted issues with girls.
As you can see in those videos, there was one part where she said, this is the real me. I'm not going to pretend to be nice to my kids on live. This is how it is on live, off live. I don't give a fuck. So clearly you weren't overstimulated. You made a very bold statement saying that this is how you are, both on live and off of live, and you're not playing a character. And if you're being truthful, that means that you bully your fucking kids for fun. And I also want to point out that you pit your son and your daughter against each other, as you can see by your son telling on your daughter and saying, oh, Riley said it was dumb. Riley said it was dumb. We don't even know if she actually said that. I'm sure she didn't. But he sees his mom bullying Riley, so he thinks he's gonna follow suit. Little kids are very impressionable. I'm sure you've heard the term monkey see, monkey do. When a little kid sees you bullying someone, they're going to partake in that because they think that you're going to appreciate them for partaking in the same activity as you. You are sitting there and actively setting up, number one, your children to eventually hate each other and to hate you. The way that you treat your kids is actually appalling. Yanking her hair, telling her you're gonna knock her out on more than one occasion, saying you're gonna drop her ass off. You continuously taunt her with not going places. You tell her that she's manipulative, which a child at that age literally doesn't have the capacity to even manipulate adults. That's not something that they're able to do. So for you to say that to your young child is just astronomically fucked up. You also say you think your kid has BPD or bipolar. You're like, she's so bipolar. Your child is not fucking bipolar because you were bullying them and they reacted to that. That is an actual insane stance to take as a mother. I see that you still have a backup account on here and you do respond to people. So I would love your response as to if you were so overstimulated, why you continued to reassure the audience that this was you and this was real and this is how you treat your kids and you're not going to pretend to be nice to them for an audience. But once that audience called you out, because it's not just you being mean, you are literally abusing your fucking children physically and verbally. and you didn't like that reaction, so you backtracked and apologized. And I guarantee you that you don't actually feel sorry for it. And I guarantee you that that is how you react behind closed doors. And your children will grow up to fucking despise you, because no kid is gonna love their mother after they bully them and put them in competition with their siblings. Family is supposed to be about caring for each other, being there for each other, supporting each other, giving each other help. And you're doing none of those things. You are actually doing the opposite of those things and inducing stress in your child. I don't know why it seems like it gives you something, because the way you bully your little girl seems like you hate her. There's in one of those clips in the beginning, somebody asked, "Is she your bio child?" And you said, "Sadly," or "Unfortunately." If I ever heard my mother say those things about me, I would never want to speak to her again. And I do not blame that little girl for resenting you or growing up not wanting to be around her mom. And shame on you to the father who's allowing this woman to act and react this way. And I'm sure that he catches flack for it, because in those videos, I'm not sure if I clipped it or not, she talks about the dad needing to grow up. So the way that this woman needs to be investigated, CPS needs to be talked to. I would not be surprised if she beats her kids. In one of the videos, she turns around and like jukes one of her kids. That is not something that adults do to little kids normally. That's not normal adult behavior. If you juke at your kid and they're reacting and they're scared of you, it usually means you're beating your kids. So I don't know what steps that you guys should take or what we should do, but like, this is a whole big issue. And the fact that she thinks that she can claim she's overstimulated is actually insane. The fact that you're going to blame overstimulation for abusing your kids is really, really rich to me. I get overstimulated all the fucking time. And you know what I do when I get overstimulated? I cry. I get very upset. Sometimes I go into my room and I scream, but I never, ever, ever take my overstimulation out on other people, because you have a choice to how you react to things. You are not a good mother, and I pity your fucking kids. I hope they get out and away from you someday.
When she's doing her hair too, she yanks out that hair tie and that little girl says ow, and that breaks my heart every single time. The little girl says ow, and then later on Megan was like, "Oh, I have that one thing to cut the hair ties out, but I always forget it, so I just yank it out of her hair." And she does not care at all.
I got her some of those little, those little things that like rip the little, they cut the little hair ties, but I forget about them all the fucking time, so I just be ripping it out of her hair.
What's the deal here? Like, do you really hate your daughter? Do you hate yourself? Are you jealous of your daughter? Why are you jealous of your daughter? Does your husband pay more attention to your daughter? I don't think so if he's letting you treat your daughter like that. People are not supporting Megan Gower. It seems like she has 2 accounts now. They both have a decent amount of followers, and she's kind of posting like nothing happened, even though her apology video is up there. Apparently CPS was called, Child Protective Services, but everyone's like, hey, you know how that goes. You never know if they are gonna intervene or if something is gonna happen. We'll just have to see. I don't know. But I do think that it's a no-brainer. Like, you could clearly see that behavior towards that child. What would you do if you were on that live? Like, if you saw her doing that, would you comment? I honestly think this is a case where someone had kids and they missed their life they had before then. They didn't have to tend to their children when they needed something. And to be honest, like, I don't have kids and I can be as selfish as I want. Like, I don't have to get up in the middle of the night because my child had a nightmare. I don't have to make my child food, even though I'm hungry and I have to figure out what I have to do. I have the freedom to watch TV versus worrying about how my child is going to go to their medical appointment tomorrow. So I honestly do believe that that's what's going on here. I don't want to be super mean about it, but I do think Megan just really needs to get some help. Like, I think she really needs to see someone for mental health. If she has her demons that she reported, when you have demons or you have some sort of trauma, it's really hard to stop the cycle sometimes and for some people. But I also think what's more important is still working through it or still trying. Sometimes it's easy to repeat the cycle or to kind of get in your own head, you know, sink in your own thoughts. And that's where getting help is vital. And even if it means someone to talk to, I'm not saying, hey, you need to see a psychiatrist, but really just somewhere to get your thoughts out, having some sort of emotional outlet. I still don't believe that you apologize to your daughter, but still, I think that that is what this is. I also think she just wants to be childless and be a content creator, an influencer. Even though I am not a parent and I have the freedom to do what I want, I fully am aware that once you have kids, it's not about you anymore. It's about your child, what's best for your child. I still can't believe what I saw. That's it for today's video, y'all. Like, share, subscribe. If you don't, I just appreciate you being here, and I will see y'all in my next video. Bye.